I live and I have got bored of just sitting inside. So let's get out and take some landscape photos. For many landscape photographers, rain is the reason to put the camera away, but it doesn't always have to be that way. Rain creates some unique environments with mist, dramatic clouds, rainbows and lightning. These all add depth to an image and give it an atmosphere which you don't get with standard landscape photos. Just think about it for a second. Don't waterfalls always look better in the rain? Isn't it more fun at the beach when the waves are crashing onto the shore? And when walking through a forest in the mist, doesn't it just feel like you're in a fairy tale? Bad weather can be magical if you just look at it in the right way. So how do we shoot in the rain? First of all, you need to think about protecting your kit. We all know that electronics and water don't mix well together. Make sure you have a waterproof cover for your camera bag, especially if you have to walk some distance to your location. I love this simple, compact cover that came with my Think Tank bag, as it folds up so tiny that I can carry it everywhere with me. Next, you want to cover your camera. You can buy fancy camera covers, but I actually just use a plastic bag and an elastic band. Put the opening of the bag around the lens and secure it with the elastic band, ensuring that none of the bag is in the picture. If you have a lens hood, make sure that you have it on your lens, as this will prevent water from landing on your glass and ruining your shot. It is also good to have a supply of microfiber lens cloths and towels to dry your camera and lenses as needed. In terms of settings, you're probably going to be hand holding your camera, and you don't want to be messing around with the tripod in the rain and possibly the wind. Therefore, you are going to need to use fast shutter speeds to freeze the movement, 1/125 or faster. However, on a rainy day, there is a lot less natural light, and therefore you are going to need to let more light into the camera to get a correct exposure. With traditional landscape photography, we are accustomed to using very small apertures, f/16 and higher. But that is not possible in the rain. You will want to be opening your aperture up to f4 or maybe even wider. You will also need to raise your ISO to somewhere around 800. These settings should allow enough light into your camera. However, they are just meant as a starting point, and you may have to adjust them depending on your scene. The main thing that you are going to notice is different from standard landscape photography is the depth of field. Because we're using a much lower F number, we are going to have a lot less in focus. Make sure you keep this in mind when lining up your shot. You may want to crop out some of those foreground features which just appear blurry. I hope that this video has given you some inspiration to get out on a rainy day and take some photos. I would love to see some of those rainy landscapes, so make sure you drop your photos in the comments for me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next week. Bye bye.